All right, so today we're going to take a little minute to talk about some of the community options that you get here in the Attleboro area. So we have, those of you who have seen her on my Instagram, the awesome Dog Koda. She is a ball of energy, don't get me wrong. She's a Shepherd Husky, so she's got a lot of drive, a lot of running energy, and just wants to go play all the time. So one thing we're always looking for with Koda is where are some of the places that she can really get off the leash and just, pedal to the metal, run as far as she can. And we have kind of 3 different spots that we typically take her to, and we're right in the middle for the most part with all 3 of them. Our favorite in the area is a little bit of a drive. It's about 20 minutes south of here in Providence, Rhode Island. For those of you who are familiar with the Attleboro area, we're very close to Rhode Island, very close to Providence, only about 15-20 minutes away, depending on which, sometimes a half hour, depending on which side of the city and what time of day you're going. So we usually go to the Waterman Dog Park. It's great because they have a nice little small dog area, and then they have the big, large area for all the bigger dogs that allows them to really run, play with each other, chase each other, go in and out of bushes and everything, kind of dig around. And then at the back of the park, there is a whole section wide open where they can just run around, play fetch, do whatever they need to do. And really burns off a lot of energy. So it's really great to be able to get your dog off leash and sort of let them burn off all that extra energy. That being said, it's a nonprofit, so it's managed by the people that are in the town, or in the city rather. So it's a community-supported dog park, which is awesome. It's good to have that community features. That being said, our second favorite is one that's kind of close to home. It's in Attleboro, the Attleboro Dog Park. It's right next to the Attleboro Animal Shelter. It's a publicly owned park, so it's owned and managed by the city of Attleboro. Obviously, to go in there, all your dogs have to be updated on all their shots, have their rabies vaccine. Same thing goes with Waterman too. That's just good dog ownership practice too. Her same thing there. They have a nice 6-foot fence, off leash. They have a gate lock, so you go in the first gate, then you have a second gate to get the dog off leash, and then she can go run with everybody once, with all the other dogs once she's actually inside. So that's really, you can't complain about that. Then our third favorite, which is one we don't take Koda to all that often, and I'll explain why in a minute, but it's the Wrentham Dog Park. So again, those of you who are familiar with the area, or those of you who are moving to the either the greater Attleboro or sort of the King Philip area, which is like Norfolk, Wrentham, Plainville. The Wrentham Dog Park has wide open field. It's great because it's a good walking track too. So like if you're just looking to get out and stretch your own legs, it's probably like, I don't think I've ever actually measured it, but I guess probably like 1/8 of a mile to do a full circle around the perimeter. And really great because lots of space, all wide open. You can stand on one side, see your dog on the other. It's right on a hill, so like if you want to pick up your own pace, kind of get a little workout in while you're walking your dog around, that's a great way to use it too. The only downside to it, and this is probably why we don't take Koda there all that often, is it is fenced. So those dogs that are really good with fence lines and not crossing them, she'll do phenomenally with. But for dogs that are a little bit more prey driven, like mine, if she sees a squirrel, rabbit, bunny, deer, whatever on the other side of the fence, she's going through it and over it. So in that regard, it's not really that secure from an off-leash dog park stance, but that's really the only downside to it. Otherwise, everything is great in that area. You really can't complain.